What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take with your boy Kuket Connor and my guy Alex. What's up, Alex?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Woo! Tuesday? How are we feeling, Alex?
I'm feeling really good. I'm glad we got the win.
What up, Wanda? Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody. Listen, Leader and Steve should be on their way. But please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel. All of our channels, man. Lots and lots of content coming. Subscribe to me, Moan, One Trey Rock, Smitty, Notion Gang. Subscribe to King DV, Alex, Steve, Leader, all of us, man. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, man. Final game before the bye week. We're going to talk about the Bucks. We're going to talk about everything, man. So let's get these likes up. Let's spread the word that we laugh. Spread the word that we laugh. And let them come get their Blitz take. Woo! So, Alex, Philadelphia Eagles defeated the New Orleans Saints 15-12. I see you got Jalen freaking Hurts on.
Yep.
Let him see it. Let him see it. Jalen freaking! Acknowledge me! So let's talk about it. Philadelphia Eagles defeated the New Orleans Saints 15-12. Talk about it. How you feeling? You're 2-1. How are we feeling about our Birds?
Yeah, I'm feeling really confident, especially the defensive side of everything. I really enjoyed watching Jalen Carter absolutely destroy Derek Carr on a couple of plays, and the way that Brendan Graham came into this game and dominated, and the offensive playmaking was there, and there were a lot of great things to talk about, especially Dallas Goedert being one of the biggest targets in this game, and he was unbelievable with Jalen Hurts having a pretty solid game, but there were some times when Jalen Hurts had questionable throws, but at the end of the day, we got the win, and that's all that matters. And I think Saquon definitely had a great game. I loved watching his 65-yard touchdown with 13 minutes left to play in the game, and that was a huge boost. The offensive line looked pretty good, but there was some effortless mistakes that happened, but overall everything handled itself right, and I'm glad they got the win.
Yeah, for me, I'm glad they got the win as well. They got some work to do, though. I will concede to that. They do got some work to do, man. Offensively, we miss A.J. Brown. Let's be real with ourselves. We miss A.J. Brown, right? So we miss A.J. Devontae, prayers to him, man. He got hurt. Praise to him. Salute to Goddard. Jalen, I love you to death. Those interceptions is not helping. You got to clean that up. You got to clean that up. The interceptions are not helping, so you got to clean that up. Defense, I'm proud of y'all. The Saints was putting up, think about this, y'all. The Saints was putting up 40-something points against the Dallas Cowboys. Think about that. This was Mark Holmes when it came. This was all the Cowboys fans when it came to that game.
Run Paulo here, because we've been throwing the ball a lot.
Oh, shit! Dad, no!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off, it's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott! Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb! You trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb!
That was what the Cowboys was versus the Saints. That right there. And the defense allowed only 12 points against that offense. I salute my team for stepping up. And I got a question because yesterday on Birds of Broad Street, the word of the day was respond. So I'm going to ask you, what did the Eagles respond good? In a good way or in a bad way? Tell me, how do you like the Eagles' response to losing to the Falcons and pulling up a win versus the Saints? How did they respond well? How do you like their talk about that?
Yeah, I feel like they absolutely responded on the right note, especially defensively. Just the way Jalen Carter, Big BG, Jordan Moneda, and the safety position players like Darius Slay and TJ Garner-Johnson were right there with some big stops, but there were a couple of moments in the game when the safety position was questionable, and I felt like they definitely needed some help with the way they were performing with the talented receivers from the Saints. I felt like they were definitely overachieving offensively for New Orleans, and in the way they came together towards the end of the game was spectacular, and it's a win, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. All right. I agree with you. I agree. They responded well. They got to keep it up though, because you never know. You never know in this league. It's a never-ending league, ladies and gentlemen. We got to remember that. So let's go ahead and talk about each position. Let's talk about the guy that you're representing and the guy that I'm representing. Play the intro of Jalen Frag.
Jalen Hurts. Let's see if he can get something going. There's Hurts. He's back. Fire. Touchdown. They really came out on fire. Hurts.
He is in such control.
Hurts. What a fight by Jalen Hurts. Beautiful throw by Hurts. 3 rushing touchdowns. Give me a little more of that. Boy, that hurts. Boy, did he make magic happen.
Jalen Hurts, number 1.
That really hurts.
So Jalen Hurts in this game. What's your thoughts on him going in this game versus the Saints?
He looked poised, and he looked solid throughout the game. It's really I can't wrap my head around the way he threw the ball, especially against a solid defense like the Saints, and he definitely overachieved himself without AJ Brown. The way he threw the ball to Dallas Goedert and Saquon Barkley, running the game he does best, was a really great stuff, and I felt like everything came together perfectly towards the end of the game, and just the way they responded was exactly what we wanted to see after a really let down game against Atlanta on Monday night at the link, and it just goes to show how confident this team is, and I really hope they keep this up going into Tampa Bay this Sunday, and I feel like they got a chip on their shoulder with how they are performing.
Right. I agree with you. Jalen Hurts stepped up in this game. Still got to work on the turnovers. We can't keep having turnovers and fumble in this game. One, I will give him that, but the fumble, you got to clean that up. We can't have that. But all in all, he played well. He got to be better, like I said. But he played well. I'll give my grade for him tomorrow on the Jalen freaking Hurts podcast. Let's get to Saquon Barkley. What's your reaction to Saquon Barkley?
Saquon freaking Barkley, baby.
Yeah. I'll let them use that. But go ahead.
Yeah, Saquon freaking Barkley was definitely feeling himself in New Orleans on Sunday. The way he separated himself from the defenders during his run was outstanding, and just the speed and reaction from the fans just lighted up the whole Eagles nation, and it's really enjoyable to watch.
Yep, Saquon freaking Barkley, man. I will allow them to use that because he earned it. He basically the heart and soul of this Philadelphia Eagles team, man. But listen, I love that, man. Like, I love that, man. Like y'all know me. I love Saquon. Saquon Barkley is a beast. So Saquon Barkley is a beast, man. Like, did y'all see them runs, man? Alex, did y'all see them runs, man?
Yep, absolutely. I watched every second of it.
Like, how you feel about, like, if I'm a Giants fan and I see that, and we'll see if Saquon is again the offensive player of the week, we'll see. But if I'm the Giants, how can you let that happen? How can you let Saquon Barkley be first in rushing yards, first in touchdowns, and is feasting? How can you let that happen? Like, if you was the Giants, Alex, how can you let that happen?
Just thinking about it, how can you let that trade happen?
Exactly. It's like, Howie Roseman, man. Howie Roseman. I don't know how Howie T. Oh, Howie T. Howie T. That's all I can say. Wide receivers. Prayers to Devontae Smith. My God. He got hurt. Before we get to talking about them, what was your thoughts on that hit the Saints did to Smitty?
I thought that it was a very dangerous hit, and especially, I know he hit him towards the shoulder part of the body, but just overall, it's definitely unacceptable for any defensive player to do that. I know it's a football play, but you just can't do that. And and somehow you have to uh, make plays that have less ability of doing that type stuff. And I know the Eagles fans are mad at what the Saints defender, I forget his name, but it was just a really horrific hit, and I really hope Smitty is all right.
Yeah, I hope he's all right too. It says he has a concussion. I don't think he'll play, but we'll see. Yeah, man. But outside of that, we got Dallas Goedert with 170. Devontae Smith had a good game before his injury. What was your thoughts on the playmakers?
One playmaker that stood out was Dallas Goedert. He was unbelievable from start to finish. He definitely was locked in. He caught a ton of throws by Jaden, and which turned around the game offensively for them, so they could get the scoring, continue the scoring, and have the ability to beat the Saints. And I know scoring is one of the key things to winning, but the defense definitely exploded in this game, and that really managed to do well with Goddard's performance, and it's just incredible from this offense, especially without Smitty for the rest of the game, and it was the Dallas Goddard game for sure.
Right. It was the Dallas Goedert game, man. Dallas Goedert. I freaking love him. Devontae Smith, like I said, prayers to him. I hate that. Let's get to the defense side of the ball, man.
And also thinking of you, Lane Johnson.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Lane Johnson?
Yeah, I really hope he's all right. I forget the specific play that happened, how he got injured, but I just hope that he doesn't have a serious concussion and can get out of it sometime soon.
Yeah, I agree. So let's get to the defense side of the ball, man. Thoughts on the defense?
I really like how Reed Blankenship played. He was, especially down the stretch, he was a great. He had some great effort down the stretch with big time defensive plays. The two that are questionable are C.J. Garner-Johnson and Darius Slay. I know that they weren't on top of their game as of that game, but it's just an issue that continues to be like, and I really hope that they do better with what they have been doing.
Right, I agree with you. The defense stepped it up in a big way after last week. What was like? The defense stepped up from last week. Don't you agree?
Yeah. What comes to my mind, real quick, is Jalen Carter. He was unbelievable. The way he's so fast and physical and gets to the quarterback so quick, it just the way he handles his game is incredible. And I know Eagles fans are really excited about what he did last game, and I really like how Brendan Graham also played. He had some great clutch stops as well, and the offensive line looked good, and I really liked how they came and performed.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I 1000% agree with you. Let's before we get to the coaching, who in your mind gets some game balls? Like as many game balls as you like. Who gets one?
Definitely Jalen Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was a baller from start to
You
finish.
can choose more than that if you want
Okay.
to.
I'm gonna go with Reed Blankenship.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely he definitely deserved the game ball with the amount of stops he had down the stretch. Saquon freaking Barkley.
Damn right.
The way he handled himself offensively, definitely had the game ball performance he had. And one more on my mind is Dallas Goddard.
Yep.
He gets the game ball because he had some really great catches throughout the game and was a big time help offensively without one of the wideout ones in AJ Brown. And with Smitty down, he stepped up and and took care of everything.
Yep. I'm with you. Saquon, Goddard, Jordan, Jalen Carter, and Chauncey for me.
Oh, I also have one more I forgot to mention. Brady Graham.
Yep. BG. Yep. And I'll go ring Blankenship for my other one as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So let's get ahead to the coaching staff. Talk about Vic Fangio, Kellen Moore, and the other one.
Yeah, I felt like Vic Fangio definitely was definitely on his A game. The defense was excellent throughout the game, and I'll give him a B plus.
Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore, there was some tricky, questionable things that went on, but all in all, I think I'll give him a C plus.
And the other guy?
Nick Sirianni, C plus.
Yeah. I'm with you there. It's Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore. You did good. Vic Fangio, I freaking love you. So we'll concede to that. And finally, let's give our thoughts. Salute to the 29 people watching, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all. I really do. I know Alex feels the same way. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment. Birds of Broad Street Podcast. Me, Moan, One Trey Rock, Smitty, Notion Game, King DV, Alex, Leader, Steve, the whole crew, man. Salute to the 28 people rocking with us in the Chizak. I appreciate you guys, man. Good thing we got more time because my guy Leader. What up, Leader?
What up, though? What up, though? Man, what's going on, man? Couldn't wait to talk to these Eagles. I'm sitting out here on campus.
Yeah, tell us how you feel, man. We already covered everything. Tell us how you feel.
Man, listen. The way the defense played, see, that's what's not being really. I mean, people talk about it, but man, that defense, it's been tough all year, right? But man, they really put their stamp on themselves this time around. They did. Like, what could they do? They couldn't throw it. They couldn't run it. And Jalen Carter, listen. Jalen Carter set the tone. They couldn't handle it. Then he had CJ's personality on defense. Then Zach Bond still playing. Then Kobe Dean still playing. It was crazy. Like, it was like, soon when AJ get back, That's 3 guys on offense that you got to put multiple people, multiple personnels. AJ, you got to put the whole secondary. Okay, it's about two people at least keeping an eye on them the whole game. Then 3 might be guarding. Then you got Saquon. You got to have safeties, linebackers, defensive end. Like Saquon, that is like he can just win the game himself. And Jalen, like they gotta start having more love for Jalen. This game, okay, we got the interception, but that game he only completed 9 passes. I mean, he was dropping dimes. He was using his leg. You couldn't do. See, when you keep the defense busy like that, Jalen gonna keep you busy because you don't know if he's gonna drop down and run. Is it too much coverage, or is he gonna sit there and throw a dime? We're talking dimes. He throw dimes. When he throw these balls, the throw he threw to Dallas Goedert in the first week, Dallas Goedert, the most underrated offensive weapon in the NFL to me, 2 underrated, 10 catches, 170. Like nothing. You see how he was catching those passes and his one-handed grabs he be doing? Like they don't talk about him enough. And the offensive line, like
Yeah, I know. While he comes back, let me read some comments because he was going ham. So I'm gonna let him waste some time. So bring some comments out, y'all, while we wait for leader. Not gonna lie, we're going to get our butts kicked. No, I fought. Oh, yep, he's back. Hold on. All right, wait.
my
All
bad.
right.
I don't know what happened, but what you say about the offensive line,
Yep.
Stalin? Like I didn't even know Zane was hurt. Like it was like I didn't even know that was, and it just popped up. So Fred was talking about how Stalin has believed in him, has pushed him for years, and has believed in him. And look what happened. I mean, it's a story behind that. Fred Johnson, Stalin really been believing him for 2 years, and boom, and then Becton's gone. I kept saying that Stalin said that Tyler Steen reminded him of Brandon Brooks. And he lost the job. That's how good this line is. He says Tyler Steen reminded him of Brandon Brooks, and he lost to Becton. And he came in like it was nothing. Like Steen came in like you didn't see them. It wasn't like a minus. That line was dominating that defensive line. They was killing the trenches on defensive line to offensive line. Philly was killing the trenches. They couldn't do nothing. Couldn't run the ball. Kamara all excited. No, I just feel like it was a staple game because New Orleans was so high, and they was beating people, running the score. So this was like we could be 3-0 easily, and that's without Brown. I'm just saying without Brown, we can still be 3-0.
Yep.
So
my question to you, my question to you, leader, is your thoughts on the Eagles. How are we feeling about our birds after these last 3 games?
Still have to work on. I mean, if we're being honest, there's stuff to work on, but you have to be excited, right? Like it's stuff to work on, but man, look at Barker. It's stuff to work on, but Jesus, Jalen Hurts. These 3 games, you can talk what you want, but you've also been excited with him on the field. For everybody saying stuff, also talk about the good stuff that's led to wins. Like Nick said, with a strong tone, he's a winner. He said that's so easy. He's a winner.
Yep.
Exciting winner. And
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for him, but then I'm gonna ask you, Alex. I'm gonna wait for him. Salute the leader, man. He's down in Temple, so salute to the 29 people rocking with us. Lead. All right.
over here, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
I've never seen a quarterback that can break tackles like that. The stuff he's doing, breaking tackles. That's a little unreal for a quarterback. That's unreal.
Right.
Let's be serious. Culpepper was big. This Elway was tough. But McNabb wasn't light at all. But man, you see how he breaks tackles? There's
Yeah.
3 guys on the field you have to stop. There's 3 guys on that field you have to stop. It's the best 1, 2, 3 in football. I mean, by 1, 2, 3 is like when you had Aikman, Irvin, and Smith, and when you have Marshall Faulk, Warner, and Holt. No, you have Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Barkley. I got to stop at these 3 games. I'm telling you, this is my prediction, Cool Cat. Alex, this is my prediction. After 7 games,
Yeah.
that's when the Eagles will start to, you will see what you want to see. You got to let the chemistry kick in. People forgetting about that. That's the most important part of a team. You got to let them play together first. Barkley's just he's not Swift. He's not Sanders. That's another thing. Swift and Sanders, my man. That's the difference. They were productive. They were good behind that line. Anybody be good behind the line, and I'm not taking nothing away because Swift got his first 1,000-yard season. Sanders had 1,200 yards. They were good with Philly. Total respect. But the difference is Barkley's a different monster.
Yes,
Behind
he
a
is.
great line, do you see what he can do? When he cuts on you, when you tackle him, he's carrying 3 people with him. You see how he runs? Like this is. Then he did a 65-yard touchdown like it was nothing.
Wait.
Kidding me? Did you see that 65-yard
Yes,
touchdown?
I did. Yes, I did.
You don't. That's not a normal. Okay, when we have Swift and Sanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we have them, they're not winning games for us. Okay, I love them to death. Okay, but they are not. When the game is on the line, you're not giving them the ball, and then they're winning the game for you. You're
Right.
not doing that. They're not scoring 2 touchdowns in a 2-point conversion. They're just not doing that. You need more of the offensive line to even block for him than Barkley. Barkley carries people. He's carrying people at the goal line. When he runs on the goal line, he's mushing in there like he's a power back and an east-west runner. He's all the backs. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just think after this, they got a lot to work on. Coaching, people got to get the chemistry. It's good minds. Fangio's a good mind. Moore's a good mind behind it. It's gonna be some mistakes. Then Nick Sirianni's he's seen he has the talent at coaching staff, and he's making gutsy plays that don't make it, but he sees the talent, so he's like, let me try this with the coaching staff and with the personnel. Let me try to do this with them. They got to excuse that because Nick has been winning since he's been here. I'm not beating on Nick Sirianni. I'm sorry. Nick's been winning since he's been here, and he's had a Super Bowl appearance. So a little bit of respect needs to be on his name. A little bit of respect needs to be on his name. All right, so I'm not going to shit on him, but I am going to say, yeah, he's made some mistakes, and a lot of them have. So, but look where we at. Look how we look, especially after this game. This game.
Yep.
Tampa
Alex,
Bay.
Yeah, we'll get to Tampa Bay next. But Alex, how we feel about our Birds the past 3 games?
I'm feeling confident. Even though AJ Brown is out for some time, I know the connection from Jaden to Darius Garnold and Saquon have been electric. And Vic Fangio is doing the right thing with everything he's doing with the defense, and he's definitely stepping up his game. And Saquon just has to keep doing what he does best, and everything will come into place. And hopefully, Smitty and Lane Johnson can return as soon as possible.
Yeah. My thoughts on the Birds is they've been looking good. I want them to be better, though. It is what it is with Nick Sirianni. I ain't going to kill him as much as I did the past couple of shows, so I'm going to give him some grace because we're 2-1. Jalen freaking Hurts is still Jalen freaking Hurts. Prayers to AJ, prayers to Devontae, prayers to Lane. Man, the defense stepping up in a big way. I love what I'm seeing from the Birds, man. I love what I'm seeing from the Birds. Go ahead, leader.
You know what? Excuse me. Cool. You know what? It's crazy because I know we got I don't know how long. How long is AJ Brown out more? Is he out? I
He
saw it was
might
a
be
couple of
out
weeks.
this
I
one.
thought.
He might. We got to see about the injury report tomorrow. We'll see if he be a part of the practice. So it might be just this game, and thank God for the bye week.
What are they saying about Smitty?
Concussion. He's probably
Okay.
out of this.
Okay.
Him and Lane. But we'll see about
So
AJ.
you know what?
Right.
You know what I like about this stretch? This is going to build the strength. This has to be overcame.
Yeah.
If we're going to be Super Bowl, like right now, we're going to see how smart the coaching staff is. They got weapons. Dotson, it's time to unload and work on him in practice like no other. Johnny Wilson, he's 6'7". He's there. Paris Campbell, he came in. You see, that's why they had him on the practice squad. That's a good player to have there. So now Dallas Goedert has to be involved more, and Barkley had to. Now we're going to see what Barkley and Goddard. It's time to see what the Eagles. This is what this coaching staff was here for. They got the weapons in place. They don't have some guys there, but they're going to have to win games like this. Going to have to win games or Hurts. It's time, and they have the players. This is going to be interesting to see what they do. We're going to see some new guys you're going to be cheering for. It could be Dotson. We got Paris Campbell. I remember seeing him at Ohio State. Great hands. That's when they was developing Chris Olave and Gary Wilson. They all came like in a row. So, Campbell, he's a good player to have as a third receiver, fourth receiver, and to put him in there. This is going to be something to see. You got Cleveland, you got Tampa Bay and Cleveland, I think it is next couple of Tampa Bay and then Cleveland. So, listen, it's time for Philly to show themselves. Kellen Moore, go on your playbook. This is what we got them for. You got the players. Like, because there ain't too many people with a roster like ours that can even come back. We didn't have people come as backup offensive linemen, backup receivers. Like, that's explaining a lot. So this is going to build the toughness because when all of them get back together, it's like, oh, we did this without Brown. We did this without Smith. It's going to put a new strength on it, Kind of like when Maxey has to play without Embiid, So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Interesting.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's touch on this game versus the Bucs. What we want to see, what we don't want to see. So we'll start with you, leader. Talk about the Bucs, man. What you want to see? Give us our preview.
I want revenge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Like that game. That left that left because it was already the season was like, and you kept on having hope. Like I did. I thought they was gonna come out there funk. I didn't know what was going on. I just didn't because they were better than that. They were winning on pure talent, and you could tell the coaching. Listen, they can say what they want. Who can do? No, you could tell it was the coaching. You could tell it was the coaching. Like look at the game. If you put that coaching in the clutch in those last 6 games, in this first 3 games, we don't win those games. We 0-3. And we could have got blown out. Defensive personnel with Sean Desai running. Like it's different. It's a total difference. So what I want to see, listen, go let them know you the Eagles. Like if I'm looking at both teams, Cool Cat, Alex, if I'm looking at both teams, they're not going to be able to do nothing with their offensive line. They shouldn't be able to do nothing with their offensive line. That defensive line, their offensive line is something special. People went these first 3 games, their offensive line has gave Jalen Hurts all the time possible. And it's just been good coverage out there. Even had the running game for Barkley. Over 100 all-purpose yards, 3 straight games. Like crazy. So I want to see Philadelphia go out there. We'll see. We on Broad Street, man. I'm definitely see the motorcycles out. We on Broad Street on Temple campus. I know. I like the 4-wheeler. Yeah, I like the 4-wheeler. But yeah. against Tampa Bay. They got to just beat Philly, beat Philadelphia. Like I want to see a blowout. I've been wanting to see one for so long. I thought Green Bay was going to be one, but it's been good teams. Atlanta's good. I can't be Bijan Robinson is what I thought he was. He's what I thought he was when Jalen Carter. I say he was the best player in the draft. Still believe that, even though Carter's still a generational talent. Bijan Robinson's for real. Drake London, them guys played good. Philly was there. Just the last 43 seconds. Big Fangio learned something. You better have that defense on. I don't see why y'all was playing like that, playing so off these guys. Be on them. And he did that against New Orleans. Like, it's like he slept bad. It's like he had a bad nightmare. And what he did against New Orleans, he suffocated New Orleans. So that was big. So against Tampa Bay, I don't see what we got. Mike Evans, we know he's good. We got Baker Mayfield. I want to see the pass rush. What I really want to see, I want to see the pass rush. I want to see Quinyon get his first interception. Quinyon been playing lights out. I want to see Cooper DeJean punt return a touchdown. I saw he was a punt return. I want to see Coop get a TD. I want to see Jahan get in the game. Majorly, I want to see Jahan get his hands in the game, get used to Jalen in game. I want him to have a big game. If it's the number one thing, that's real. That's the underrated. I want Jahan Dotson to arrive. Yeah, I want him to arrive. Because when he's arriving, you're talking about when they all three together, they train together.
Yeah.
So, well, him and AJ, but I want to see Jahan. Yeah, I definitely want to see Jahan Dotson get off.
Yep. Alex?
Some sacks, please. Sacks, please.
I definitely want to see Jahan Dotson get more reps. I feel like he's been on a slow start with the way Dallas Goedert has been handling everything offensively, and continue to see steady performances from Saquon freaking Barkley and Jalen Hurts is going to have an excellent showtime down in Tampa Bay, I feel like, and Eagles fans are going to be out there with a chip on their shoulder, with a revenge game on hand.
Yeah. For me, like y'all said, it's a revenge game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. The last 3 times we faced the Bucs since Jalen freaking Hurts became the starter. We won 1, but we lost 2. We won 1, but we lost 2. That needs to change in the big.
I got a Cowboys Wi-Fi. I think that's what happened. I think Jerry Jones is man. Because he's sounding crazy these days. So I think he's doing something in Philly. Yeah, he's sounding ridiculous these days. He's
right.
I'm sorry, I ain't want to. That's a subject, and let's say I just want to say like Dallas is in trouble, man. This is not even me doing my. It's cool, okay. It's not even me doing my regular like we do. We forget Dallas. No, this is real football. The way he's talking, I think he got. I don't want to say that because they're gonna take it bad. Something's going on with him because you don't think this is when CeeDee Lamb and them needed their contract. You're acting like none of this matters. So that goes to the locker room, right?
Yeah.
Micah Parsons. Remember we heard about that all season. It goes to the locker room. Now he's saying, I think we're all good on all phases, all levels of the franchise. They was talking about that on the and I was like, what is wrong with him? Like, and then it's crazy. We're having a different conversation in football, y'all. If Dallas signs Derrick Henry.
Damn right.
That would have been sick. Listen, and he said he was interested. He got no call. Something's wrong. Well, thank you. You know, Dallas out there that they could be able to be called title contenders. There's just no question. CeeDee Lamb, give Derrick Henry. Now be like, oh gosh. But then you're looking at it. You know why I say locker room?
Mm-hmm.
They can't stop the run. It's true. They can't run the ball now, which we know why, because they got Dalvin Cook, Royce Freeman, and Ezekiel Elliott. Like, you don't sign Tony Pollard, who's been in your offense all this time. He knows it. He's been successful. What's Royce Freeman done? I like Dalvin Cook when the Eagles was about to, but your offensive line's not strong enough to make the decisions like we do with DeAndre Swift, to make the decisions like we do with Mount. We could have brought anybody to have a career, even though they're good, but it's just crazy. I think Redskins is gonna be better than them this year. I don't know. It's looking like it. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. What are they doing? Like I would be, if that was Philly, you know, we'd be around here. It'd be like the White House in January 6th on Lincoln Financial Field. What?
Yep.
Make those type of decisions?
Exactly.
Yo, it's crazy. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, yeah. What's your thoughts on them Cowboys, Alex? What about Jerry Jones?
I feel like they are in a tough position with the way they are performing, and they are definitely overrated this year. And I think that people are just overreacting, and everything with them is just, it says a lot to the team, and I really don't think they are that deep enough this year. And
Micah and Philly. Remember, I told y'all that Micah and Philly, man.
After what they said about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, you still want him?
Oh yeah, that, you know, it surprised. Yo, that surprised me. I didn't think he was coming back. I just didn't think it might be Hassan. Now I'm believing in Hassan Reddick. I'm believing in it.
No, I'm talking about what not Hassan, what Micah Parsons said about Chauncey.
You said who?
Yeah. Remember, it's on the internet, leader. Micah Parsons talking about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
What did he say? I saw the headline. I didn't get to the.
He was talking about how Derek Carr is still and the Saints are still a good team. Commenting on what Chauncey was saying, talking like Michael Parker was like, who he is. Who is this guy?
So he's speaking against CJ.
Yep.
CJ, listen, Mike, you better listen. I'm about we going. Terrence Parsons, I eat his dad. I know. Listen. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Micah, stop it, Micah. You better worry about them Cowboys. Terrence, listen, man. Y'all know y'all want to come to Philly. You better worry about them. Don't worry about CJ. CJ's a heart and soul. He's a dog. He gonna disrespect you when he gonna disrespect you. The whistle blows and the 60 minutes is up. He don't care who you is. If you ain't Philly, you nothing. You know what it is, Micah. You need to be doing that on the court, on the field with your boys. But I don't think you got the confidence in them boys. Talking about CJ. CJ, that's going to hype him up. Ooh, that's going to be a good game. I don't know if it's going to be a good game. Because you can't stop, if you can't stop the run. I'm just saying, cool. Listen, Alex, cool. Listen, if you can't stop the run, and in the first 3 games, you've seen Barkley single-handedly just man. Can you imagine what he's going to do to the Dallas Cowboys? You can't stop the run? You can't stop the run?
It's gonna be murder. It's gonna be murder.
I'm just saying, Micah, man, that's bad. Can you imagine? Look at the games. What did the Ravens, New Orleans?
Yep.
How many points we put up against Green Bay, and how many points they put up against Green Bay in the playoffs? How many points they put up against us?
Versus
Like I don't know. I'm saying.
They put up 46 against the Cowboys in the playoffs. Against us, it was like 20 something. I forgot.
I'm being reasonable here. Shout out to the Parsons family. But you shouldn't worry about. You need to be shouting at everybody on your team that couldn't stop the Ravens from putting 28. You need to be shouting at everybody on offense who couldn't score over 25 points. I'm just saying, Micah. These guys said they don't like you, and they said they didn't. It's a rumor that people in the organization do not like Micah Parsons. How comfortable is he in that locker room? Then Malik Hooker comes out of nowhere. This is your starting. He said something. How come he don't have the respect enough not to say nothing? You cannot be comfortable and you're taking up. Our safety was talking about the other team. He wasn't talking about his own player. I'm just saying.
Yep.
He was talking about the other team. He didn't say nothing about the defense, no defensive ends, none. He was talking about the other team. You know why he stood on that? Because they shut him down. They were the top offense. You saw them up close.
Mm-hmm.
Up close and personal. You had to slow dance with them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see that part. That Chauncey Gardner is a dog mentality. You're gonna have to, when he's off the leash, when he's on the leash. If you're mad about that, what he said, wait till the field. Wait till he comes to the field twice in this season.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like that, oh my God. Woo.
Exactly, man. Hey, Alex, what's your thoughts on what Micah Parsons had to say about CJ?
I just think that it was definitely unacceptable for him to talk his slander to CJ, and he just has to focus right on with what he's at his hand, and Dallas is Dallas, and he just has to quit his shit talk of other players and have just control himself with others surrounding the NFL, and it's just unfair for him.
Exactly. Hold on, let me read Kevin. CJ took the high road and said he wanted to go on his podcast and talk. He also wanted his jersey. He took the high road, but Micah Parsons, man, you gotta shut up. This is the same guy. Think about this. Micah Parsons is the same guy. Hold on, leader. Micah Parsons is the same guy that said, was it the team or was it Jalen Hurts? So, like, Micah Parsons, man. But go ahead, leader. You was gonna say something?
Can't make this stuff up. You're right, Cool Cat. I mean, what? Can't make it up. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I just feel like, okay, if we losing and we 1-2, right? What the hell? We would trash him in Philly. The team, everybody. If you speak of Zach Bond, right? Say or N'Kobe Dean was to speak up and said, but the Dallas is in our position, 2-1, and we saying, man, you know what? I don't know why he said that about them. They a good team, and we got beat by them. We're speaking up. It's two different cultures. Two different cultures. Philadelphia fans would be on it right now.
Yep.
And be like, You need to go learn how to tackle. You need to learn how to sack. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, when you get in Philly, game is on. I don't care who you. If you a superstar, you ask Ben Simmons, ask Markelle Fultz.
Yep.
Listen, ask Andrew Bynum. He didn't even play a game. We're so pissed about this. That money. Oh God. That's it. I'm about to heart attack right now. Let me stop. Andrew Bynum. Oh God.
Yeah, it's a
But
cool
listen,
leader. It's cool.
Mike, I just say, you know what? I think that's frustration because they lost to New Orleans. Like I'm with Alex on the, like, they lost to New Orleans, so now you want to be like, oh, they ain't that bad because Philadelphia shut them down to 12. They had 40 on us, and they shut them down. Do you know how bad they got to be when you go on training, when you go to practice, and then you come back and the team you ain't played yet shut a team down that scored a 40 burger on you, and they put them down to 12 points. They look like a shut of themselves. Kamara couldn't run the ball. Ole tried. Derek Carr looked like he was playing red light, green light. Like he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. Like that's why I say it was so great for the Eagles, because you know what we got on offense, right? Remember Cool Cat, before the season started, we was all talking about the offense, right? And what the defense had to show. If that didn't wake some people up, I told them to play a little bit, right? They had to play a little bit of chemistry. They're younger. But if that didn't show you the ceiling of that defense, everybody should be excited, and we should be about Vic Fangio. Sean Desai not one time showed the defense last year to look like that. Not even close.
Yep.
Not even close. That was for 4 quarters. They was a shell of themselves. They couldn't do nothing. If we don't score, you don't score. And then what came out? Barkley, the man we spent the money on, who we spent money for. I mean, that run was crazy, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, he done did a couple of runs this year. The catch he did in Green Bay. Oh my God. You was talking about a Cool Cat. Remember the one practice when he did the catch?
Yeah.
And you was coming to Blitz like, yo, you see that? He did it on the game. That was it, Green Bay. That was the same catch you was talking about. You was like, it's trouble.
Yeah.
And he did it.
See?
Yo, the Eagles are not there yet. They're almost. Everybody should be excited. Of course, Cool Cat, like you said, you want to see more. Alex, you talk about the things they got to do, but one thing's for sure: what's to come, you're waiting for, you're excited about. I'm telling you. And that last game is what we needed to see. We needed to see that right there. If we had that defense against Atlanta, what we talking about?
Exactly.
This is what this team is. Like this is what this team, and it's early in the season. You need to get these kinks out. You need to have the mistakes. You need to have the play call. Get this stuff out now. Get it out now. You know what I'm saying? Like, get it out now, man. I like what I see. I just wanted, like, I want to see more too. Yeah, because I know it's more there. I mean, think about it. Dotson just got traded. You know how hard it is to come in and impact. Like, he didn't even see the playbook. Like, literally, he literally got traded like right before the first game. So yeah, he had a 9-yard catch last game. Like, they're trying to work him in, and then because of Dotson, Goddard got that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Dotson was the decoy.
Right.
You saw the cut, and they went over to Dotson, and then Goddard, the whole field was open. Goddard caught the pass, touchdown.
Yep.
Like, people know who Dotson is. they know who he is now. So I can't wait to it's no question. I can't wait. I just want to know. I want to ask a question to both of you.
Go ahead.
On this point. Who your players, Cool Cat and Alex? Who's your standout player on offense and defense?
Standout player on offense.
Go back. You said who?
Yeah. I was going to say Saquon for the offense for me. Defense.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Quinyon Mitchell. You got to give it to Quinyon, man. Quinyon Mitchell stepped up in a big way, man. So I'll have to go Quinyon. So go ahead, Alex.
Offense, I'm gonna go with Dallas Goddard. Defense, I have two on my mind: Quinion and Jaden Carter.
Talk to us, leader. Who you got?
Good picks, man. That was good picks. Man, you know what? I don't want to say Saquon, but man, I'm so glad to hear. I'm glad Saquon's here, man. I'm so glad. But you know who I want to give it to? And I want y'all, Cam Jurgens.
Yeah,
Cam Jurgens. Man. But besides the snap, Cam Jurgens has been Pro Bowl worthy. He's been Pro Bowl. He has been the man. Like in defense. Oh. And I'm gonna say it because you better give up the love to Zach Bond, man.
yeah,
He has been a diabolical beast.
yeah.
Have y'all watched when you watch the game? He has the same energy as the receiver, the running back. Like he's energetic the whole game. Like you're gonna see him sack you. You're gonna see him stop the run. I mean, I love y'all picks big time, Quinion and Jalen Carter. You know what? I needed to see that game last. He's been, I mean, really, if you look at the tape, they've been double teaming him since he's gonna get that, but you're not gonna be able to hold him for long. And then Jordan Davis, I was so glad to see. He had a good game. They're not talking about like they're not even like at their best yet.
Right.
They're not even there yet. Then Kobe Dean, I've been talking about when I said he got the Brian Dawkins mentality. He's a leader, natural, and he is playing lights out. And I said when he plays, this defense becomes different. When he starts impacting, Arante Maddox been good. Why we ain't saying Reed, man? Reed, yo, Alex, listen, because he was talking about him. I'm like, yo, Cooper could take, but man, they're talented down in the secondary now. They're real talented. Like they're deep. Like if you look at it, like they're deep now, man. Like Reed now, Reed can do what he can do. Like with CJ back there, you see how comfortable more Reed is. Like 2022. Like, because he got an interception in the Super Bowl. Like, Reed is comfortable with a running back back there. He couldn't do that with Terrell Edmonds and them back there. He had a good year, but he had to do so much more. With CJ back there, man, you forget all about him. He come pick you off so quick. I'm saying, I like this defense the more they play. And Quinion gonna get a pick six. He's fast. He's fast. He's physical. Man, like, Jesus Christ. I just gotta see Huff gotta wake up. Wake up, Huff. Wake up. Just wake up, man. I'm not going to trash you like everybody else, but you got some time before I trash you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you 3 more. Listen, that's a lot of money. Second, the Michael Parsons and the most disruptive pass rusher. You know, they got a number, you know what I mean, where he was the most, the most precious. This is many precious is Micah. Okay?
Yeah.
You gotta do your thing. Time for Nolan. I don't know how many snaps Nolan getting. I think Nolan's starting to get in on more plays than Bryce. Josh Sweat. Because that's another thing. I want to see Josh Sweat too. When we talk about Bryce, that's another thing. Don't take this. I want to Sweat. Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah.
Like we need that. The really Williams, Jordan Davis, and Carter are really holding it down. Thomas Booker holding it down, man. Thomas Booker holding it down. So like this defense, the more games, like I say, 7 games, y'all. 7 games. 7 games. And then the Eagles are gonna be right where they're supposed to be at. That's that game after they 7 games is on.
Right. Yep. So with that being said, but before we end it, I forgot to ask you, leader, who you think gets as many as you want? Who gets a game ball?
From the last game?
Yeah, from the Saints game before we wrap up. I forgot to ask you.
Okay. Let's go. The first one and foremost because the leader Jalen Hurts. I'm good. Jalen Hurts at a game ball.
Yep.
So 311 yards, 29 for 38. Key plays, never loses composure. You know when I say about Jalen Hurts, man, have you ever seen a football player like this? Like, I'm just saying, his composure don't break.
Right.
Don't break. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like Andy Reid walking down it's like Jay Wright or something. But the next game ball is gonna be Saquon. And then I'm sorry, man. I gotta go Dallas.
Yep.
But Fred Johnson and Tyler Steen. Okay, I go there on offense. They'll get the game balls. As far as defense, man.
Yeah,
man,
you can do defense too.
Jesus, man. Can you just give them all the game balls?
Yeah, you can give all of them. All of them. You can give all of them. Yeah.
Man, like that's the collectively, man. Collectively, you couldn't do zone, couldn't run up the middle, you couldn't run on the side, you couldn't stay in the pocket and think for a minute. Because really, if you look at it, they have sacks, man, but it was pressures. If you look at the game, it was pressures the entire game. They just ain't got to the quarterback yet. Soon as it's going to happen, they're going to get there. It's just the way the defense ran. One thing he does want to do, he did all year, has been a great red zone defense. You can't even like think for you get to the red zone, right? You'll be happy against the Eagles, but you ain't gonna get in there, which is great. I remember years like that it was hard. It was hard in 2018 to get in the red zone against the Eagles. So that's something good. That's something Vic Fangio is bringing. He's bringing the toughness. It's a real aggressive defense. All 3 games, aggressive. Last year it looked like it was hard to tackle, but they forgot to tackle. There was a lot of games where you really got. I mean, I can name some. Listen, the only defensive game that I was really on them was Tampa Bay in the season, St. Louis, and when they played against Miami. Those 3 games. After that, everything was like a toss-up. Like, what's wrong with the defense? But I would say that. I would say definitely. I just want to see Will Shipley and Cooper DeJean and get a touchdown. I want to see. They fast. If you look at the return, like you have potential to have returners. Cooper DeJean, this team top to bottom. The only thing is chemistry. I keep saying this is a young team. This is not an old. In 2018, a lot of them guys had been to the Super Bowls. There was a lot of Super Bowl winners in 2018. A lot of them guys that wasn't even playing, offensive linemen. It was like over 10 guys that had rings. So they had guys in the locker room. That team is different in 2018. They don't talk about it enough. That team in 2018 all had winning mentalities. Had all been there before. Torrey Smith had a Super Bowl. But Garrett Blunt just came from getting one. Chris Long had just came from getting one. Tim Jernigan had got one with Baltimore. I mean, you had guys on that team that already had been there. Malcolm Jenkins had been there. Like, guys had been there before, so it wasn't worries, the clutch, whatever. And then Nick Foles, I told people, I said he had just had 27 with us. I said, you talking about winning 3-4 games, 2 or 3 games, right? Nick Foles can win 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
We talking about Nick, and then all the offensive weapons were still there. Everybody was still healthy. So what are you talking about? You think he can't throw to these weapons and this offense? There you go. It was probably one of the most deepest Super Bowl teams. I'm talking about depth. You know, you had Nick Foles, you had Kyle. I mean, you had the 3rd string quarterback at one. I forgot who our 3rd string was, but was Sutfield. Then you had LeGarrette Blount, right? Then you trade for Jay Ajayi. So I'm sorry, I'm getting into that was a great year. Jay Ajayi was a guy that could do, you know, east-west, but he also was a power guy. LeGarrette Blount was pure power. Couldn't move. Pure power. Torrey Smith could take the top off. Alshon Jeffrey was a possession receiver. Nelson Aguilar had the season of his life. Man, that season was unbelievable. Like, Mac Hollins was number 4. He ran a 4.5, so you could throw to him. He had touchdowns that year. Trey Burton was the 3rd tight end. You know, you had Brent Selleck and Zach Ertz. They were depth across the line. Then you talk about the best offensive line in the league. Not only that, Vitae came in as a backup to JP. Do y'all know? Look, we know who Jason Peters is. If you don't know, Jason Peters is the best tackle Philly ever had. I don't care what nobody. That's my Jason Peters was dominant beyond dominant. He could play on a hurt leg. He could do that. Like, dude, he was good. He was awesome. And then you talk about the defense. Tim Jernigan, Fletcher Cox over here, Vinny Curry over here. Yeah, Brandon Graham right here. Come back with the linebackers was perfect. The way Nigel Bradham and Kendricks played, Kendricks in the 4-4 is combine. This man could cover anything. He could tackle. Nigel Bradham was pure tough. You know what he did in the hotel to whoever was talking to his wife, smacked the mess. Nigel Bradham's tough, man. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about Ronald Darby was perfect. He could run a 4-4. Perfect cover guy. Could keep up with your number one receiver all down the field. You couldn't run nowhere with him. Jalen Mills, tough as nails. Talk about they want to about him, but he might have got burned sometimes. We know that. But we know he's going to beat you up. he gonna beat you up in there. You know, feel good. And McLeod and Jenkins was the best safety tandem in the league. Get out of here. And Patrick Robinson had a career year. What do you have? 9, 6. He just came out there like 7 interceptions. The perfect team. Perfect team. Perfect together team. Carson Wentz, they can say what they listen. That year, he was Superman. Say whatever Carson Wentz was throwing. He was throwing passes. One pass, somebody was going to tackle him. He was on the side, and he threw it on his side in midair. One time he was tackled. It was 5 people on top of him. He came out of it and ran down to the 10. Yo, that season, I ain't never seen a quarterback have it's been a lot of super seasons, but he was Superman in that season. He was Superman. I'm sorry. Listen, it got me caught up about. I'm sorry, y'all. 2018 was a year, man. That was the perfect football team, man. And proved that Howie was who he was because he just kept making trades for the right players. When we needed somebody, he went and got a Jai. When we needed somebody, he went and got Darby. Like, we knew Howie was going to be what he is now. We knew.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And with that being said, y'all, we're going to wrap it up right here. I want to thank Alex and Leader for rocking with me on another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take, man. We will be back next week to talk about the Browns game. To talk about the Buccaneers game. So for Alex and for Leader, listen, y'all. Last word. Go ahead, Alex. We'll start with you. Last word.
Be 1-0 this week, and let's get the win.
Leader.
Man, let's do it. Fly, Eagles, fly, man. This is Super Bowl. We the team. We that team.
Exactly. Fly, Eagles, fly, and go Birds, y'all. We will see y'all next week. Peace.